what did you think of the production as a whole?
Honestly, the process of the production was long. Before Fading Petals, I did 2 short films, and those were a shorter process, obviously. Fading Petals as a feature film was so incredible, and as a first feature, Brad and I learned so much. We did things differently as we've done from the short films. Previously I wrote scenes, and this time, because it was so much longer, I had to write tracks. And Brad just told me timestamps. I feel like I'm blabbering, not making much sense.
Well, you say you're not making much sense, but for a lot of people who haven't scored a feature film before, this is all going to be quite insightful on just how it is that
The process was just so much fun.
Did you used to work at Odeon? I remember you, mate.
So yes, how many songs or scores did you create for this feature, roughly?
So this one was 12 in total. I mean, there were countless other ones. I'd say 80% of what I wrote isn't in the film. Just how the process happens, Brad's dad came up to me earlier this evening and said he's watched the whole process from the film being 3 hours long, being cut down to the time it was. I think it's an hour and a half or something like that. And just he's seen all the music that I've written throughout, that I've sent to Brad, and he's sent it back to me being like, no, this is what's good, this is what's bad. So yeah, honestly, so I've written 12 tracks, but there are just countless others.
I guess you could be cheeky and try to reuse them in future projects.
Yes, I mean, excuse me. The film has character themes, I mean, characters don't have names. I'll just say the actors' names. Mel, who's the older lady, she has, her theme is the cello. So initially I decided to write 2 separate themes, character themes. So a character theme is like, Darth Vader's theme. It's quite obvious. Her theme, I was originally having 2 separate themes. And then later on we decided that instead of having 2 separate themes, we'd have 1 theme for both of the characters, as they're kind of quite similar in life. And instead having 2 instruments. So we've got a cello for Mel, who's the older lady, deeper, darker tones, and the violin, much lighter, for the younger, who's Charlotte. So that's how those themes developed.
Well, I guess there is one interesting. So you've seen how this film has now gone on to the cinema. We know this is going on to Apple TV.
Yeah.
But of course, I quite enjoy listening to film soundtracks. Do you know if there's any plans to release the 12 tracks?
Yes. So my work isn't finished yet. I've still got so much to do, honestly. So I finished writing the music in March of 2021. It's now March 2022. So it's been a year since I finished this whole thing. And since then I've learned so much about composing and writing music. I've now learned how to master. Now for those of you who don't know what mastering is, it's basically making the song louder and filling the space more. So Brad came up to me last week, emailed me and said, Will, can we get those tracks mastered? We're going to release them on Spotify. So here I am, haven't mastered any of the tracks. Now I'm just crunch time, just mastering after work when I have time, mastering these tracks. There are 12 of them, so it takes a long time. I've done it for just over a week and I've only done half of them. It's a long process. But the songs will be released on Spotify and lots of other various platforms. I believe it'll be in iTunes, Deezer. I mean, whoever has Deezer, I don't know. I will try and release it on SoundCloud as well. But yeah, it'll be in a lot of places for people to look at and listen to.
Excellent. Now, of course, you've worked, as you said, you've worked with Brad in the past. I'm sure you're hoping to work with Brad again in the future.
Oh yes.
But do you also have any other projects in the works?
I do. So obviously I've got film work with Brad. We're working on future projects at the moment. I also have other film projects. I've just been networking with other people in the pub, so who knows where that goes. I'm also working on an album, so I've released 2 singles currently on my Spotify, which you can check out. Can I plug my Instagram?
Go for it!
So my Instagram is william.cunningham.music. Pretty simple, it's my name and music.